What's good, guys? I'm John the Chief, and for this video is gonna be the complete ultimate guide on farming reputation for the raiders. This will go over every single method, and it will tell you how to maximize the amount of reputation you get every single day for the raiders. I will probably be doing a guide soon for the settlers, but this one is all about just sacrificing all the XP and rep that you could get for the settlers and instead just give everything to the raiders. So we're gonna start with the dailies. Now, there's two dailies that the raiders offer you, which is importance of communication and retirement plan. Now, importance of communication is very straightforward. You collect the 3 tubes, you create the item, but when you turn in the reward to Ren, you are gonna say it's on the house. You do not want to be asking and completing any extra speech checks because I found out that it usually doesn't give as much reputation. You get extra for saying it's on the house. The next one, retirement plan. You need strength 8 in order to do this because you're going to convince the former raider to return and go back to the crater. Once you do that, you'll get a bit of reputation for the raiders, and then you can tell Roxy that they have a familiar face, and you'll get another set of reputation for the raiders, so that allows you to maximize the reputation for retirement plan. Now, on to the third quest, which is photo opportunity. You're gonna go and pick Foundation when you talk to Davenport. He's gonna allow you to take some pictures. You go, take the pictures. Now you return to the crater and you're gonna sell them to Kiyomi and you're gonna say it's on the house and she's gonna give you some more reputation for the raiders. Now, for the last quest, which is vital equipment, you're gonna need to have a Charisma 6 speech check. When you encounter the raider thief, if it is a friendly raider thief and not a blood eagle thief, you're gonna go and use Charisma 6 and say that he can keep it and for his friends to trust you. That will give you some reputation for the raiders, but you're gonna lose some reputation for the settlers. So this is for people who are really desperate to max out the raiders' reputation. Now, for the last piece of daily reputation that you can get, you're gonna go to Ohio River Adventure with some Myer Work product. I usually try to carry a piece of Queen Myer Work meat on me so that way I can sell it. And you go and talk to Black Eye and say you have the product, you give it to her, and then she's gonna give you some reputation. And that is all the daily reputation that you can get for the raiders after you complete the main storyline. But there's some that you can farm every single day, and we're gonna get over that right now. So, the first one is the random encounter spawns, which are gonna be the assault locations on this map. So, as you can see right here, the map, you can actually go to any of the blue locations, and you will be able to actually have a chance of finding raiders or settlers there, and you can help them out. If you find the raiders there, you're gonna go spawn kill whatever enemies are supposed to fight them. You go back, talk to the raiders there, and you'll get a piece of raider reputation. This also works for the settlers, but you don't need to help out the settlers unless you're actually trying to level up the settlers' reputation. Then, once you do that, if you encounter both factions, the raiders and the settlers, none of them will fire at you, and you just go and kill all the settlers there, and then you talk to the raiders, and they will give you some more reputations. You just wander around the entire map, and this is actually a very fast way to get reputation. This is what I did for the majority of my time, but it's gonna go through a lot of caps, and it's not guaranteed that will help the raiders every single time. Sometimes you can do a lap throughout every location, and you don't even get the raiders once, but you get like 8 settler times where you have to help out the settlers. So it's not very consistent for helping out the raiders, but it's probably going to be one of the most common ways that you will use in order to farm reputation for each faction. Now, for the final method, which is a method I actually got from Demon Asylum, and you're going to go to Ohio River Adventure. You're going to want to go and talk to Bones in the back, and you're going to tell him you needed a hand, what can I do to help? He's gonna say something about defending from Myer Work. So you're gonna tell him, sounds like a serious issue, I think I can help you out. Now, Myer Works are going to be spawning in, and they're going to attack from all 3 sides. It's going to start off on your right, then they're going to attack from your left, and then they're going to go down middle. It's going to be really easy for you to kill them all because they're all level 5. If you want to make this even easier, I put on Gun Fu, Exterminator, and Grim Reaper Sprint. This allows you to basically instant kill all the Myer Works, have the VATS actually just aim for you because as soon as you kill one, it'll go to the next one, and then Grim Reaper Sprint allows you to get the AP back from using VATS after you get a kill, so that way you can actually just keep the spree going and you can do this mindlessly. You don't even have to aim, you don't even have to try. Exterminator makes it even easier to kill them because it'll ignore 75% of their armor. Once you do that, you guard from all 3 sides, right, left, the middle. As soon as you finish the final batch in the middle, you're gonna go and talk to him. Back to Bones, and you're gonna tell him, killed plenty of Myer Works already, happy to kill a couple more. He's gonna give you some reputation for doing that. After you do that, you're gonna leave the world and join back in. Now, when you talk to him, you're gonna say the same thing again. You don't have to ask me twice to exterminate some Myer Works, and then you're gonna say, how do you end up running this operation out here? This triggers a new dialogue with him where he starts a new conversation. But it allows you to say, let me ask you about something else. And it brings you to the original dialogue that he offered when you first approached him. And then you just go back to saying, you need a hand, what can I do to help? And then you repeat the process. This will give you 50 caps and a bit of reputation. That's the equivalent of doing a random encounter from the assault locations. But since you can actually just do this one on repeat, it's actually faster in the long run. Plus, instead of losing caps on all your traveling, you're actually going to be making some caps where every single hour you'll probably be making around 600 caps. You should be able to do a run every single 5 minutes, maybe faster depending on how fast your computer is. But that is going to be all the methods in order to gain reputation for the Raiders. Let me know what you think of all these methods. It's going to take a long time in order to get all the Raider reputation legitly, but this is what I've been doing in order to grind it out. I hope all of you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and have a good day.